We start this noon with the high-stakes meeting between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky at the White House today. This coming just one day after announcing plans to hold a second face-to-face meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Jessica Moore is here with what to expect.
Well, Cindy, fresh off his big win in the Middle East, President Trump is setting his sights on brokering a similar peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. But Ukraine's request for U.S. weapons could end up further escalating tensions with Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky touches down in Washington ahead of his high-stakes meeting with President Trump. He leaves behind a war-torn country, counting on U.S. support to end the fighting.
The United States of America is our main hope. And that's why, yes, we have concerns. And yes, this meeting can go different ways. But still, it gives us a chance. It gives us a hope. And once again, I think for Trump also understands that if he will meet Putin for the second time in several months without any result of stopping the war, it will be already humiliation of him, Trump, and United States. So I think Trump realizes this, and that gives us hope.
The White House says Ukraine wants American-made Tomahawk missiles, which would allow it to launch long-range strikes deep within Russia. The Kremlin has said Tomahawk deliveries to Kyiv would mark a dangerous escalation in U.S.-Russia relations. President Trump says he floated the idea to President Putin in a phone call Thursday.
And I thought it was a very good phone call. I thought very productive. I did actually say, would you mind if I gave a couple of thousand Tomahawks to your opposition? I did say that to him. I said it just that way. He didn't like the idea.
Some Ukrainian leaders say the U.S. hasn't done enough to stop Russia's brutal offensive in Ukraine, which is nearing its fourth year, with Russia continuing to launch attacks on the country's railways, power structures, and civilians.
He continues attacking Ukraine, and the condemnation and threats are actually not stopping Russia. There are two directions that need to be taken. First, with the Tomahawk on any other wide-range missiles, but also the sanctions and economic pressure on Russia.
The White House meeting with President Zelensky is scheduled for less than an hour at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and we are expecting a news conference to follow. Cindy?
Jessica, thank you. And stay with us for continuing coverage and any new developments in the meeting with President Trump and President Zelensky. You can get updates around the clock on our website, cbsnewyork.com, and streaming on CBS News New York.